Alright, so welcome to the channel. I am actually on time. Um, Here's the cup I got from Disney. Alright, so here's my new setup. I had some computer issues, had to redo everything, so gave me an opportunity to start over, right? So it's not fancy. I don't have a green screen behind me. Don't really have the money to do that right now, but we're gonna get there. So for now, just kind of make believe with me, right? There's my dog yelling. What's up, Steve-O, the rookie? Look at my Disney cup. Yep, it lights up. It sure does. Stop yelling. Oh, and here's my coffee cup. All right. I know, right, Kyle? The Seven Dwarfs Mine Train was 30 minutes. Boy, if I didn't have to pay bills. All right, so we're going to give this a go. Can everybody hear me? Hey, Ghost Cab. I'm just letting people get in the room here. I do have a list of cities here. You may have to remind me, but I have kind of a good idea. Yes, and we want to talk about that, Steve-O, if you don't mind me calling you that, because it's a little shorter than your YouTube name. They are closing at 2 p.m. tomorrow, so that's why we're live today. And people, let me know if you get any buffering or anything like that, okay? Because I had some issues with this internet the other day. So I definitely want to make sure that I'm coming through okay. So they are closing at 2 p.m. tomorrow. Disney doesn't close for anything unless they absolutely have to. Amazon too. They're closing again tomorrow. So what do they know? Now, here's the thing, that they had said that Amazon was closing because there could be, or is, a fuel shortage in Florida. And that makes sense. Now, Disney, I don't know. I think it's all a liability issue, really. They don't want to, pay for people to get hit by a palm tree or thing, so they want to make sure that everyone's safe. And that's going to lead us into our discussion and our discovery, okay, of what's going on. And mainly I'm going to focus on the Carolinas. I'm also going to focus on Central Florida and, of course, the east coast of Florida. Kyle says, I wonder if Disney would close for an inch of snow. Not likely. There would probably be ride closures, but they're going to let you in for that. And I'm going to tell you what they would do. They're going to go ahead and sell jackets, gloves. I mean, they have all that stuff in the back. Don't think they don't. Because if you ever notice when you're at Disney, as soon as it rains, all the umbrellas, the ponchos, all that come out, right? All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Because people are here. We can socialize a little bit later, but if you have something, you're right. I'm going to go ahead and make this a little bit bigger. And let me refresh. Here we go. I know, Disney covered in snow would be awesome, especially over Christmas. Okay, so this has been updated as of today at 10:30. We don't have the official update yet from the National Hurricane Center because they're still processing that, right? So we're going to stay on until, we get that. And there's plenty of cities and other things that we want to, get covered, right? So let's do that. This is the current computer model, and then we're going to do my model. Okay, it may be the same, it may be a little different. Up here in the right hand corner, Oh yeah, I forgot. I've got. Ooh, hang on a minute. I forgot to do page marker. Shit. Okay. Well, I can't do that. Oh, I forgot to do that. Dang it. All right, let me go back here real quick. Okay, let me do this. Let me open up Chrome real quick because I have a fancy new tool. Well, I've got a lot to learn, Steve-O. But I appreciate the sentiments. No, I don't want that. Well, no. Hang on a minute. Let me open this up. We're going to do some playing today, too, because I found some new stuff. I sure did. Models. There we go. Give me just a minute, guys. I should be more prepared. Oh, there we go. All right, let me go over here real quick. If you see me messing with this, don't mind me. We have to. There we go. All right, let's get back to this because I have this nice little tool. What color y'all want? Let's do. Well, yellow would be okay. All right, so here's what we're going to do right off the get, right? I want to explain some things to you, and a lot of people are asking why this system is not moving. And that's because this high pressure ridge right here, I'm not a real good artist with my, hey Beacon, how are you? And this, okay? So to kind of put it in perspective, are we buffering? This thing doesn't, it's not updated. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. All right. I'm doing all right. So here's the thing. I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger so y'all can see it. Yeah, that'll work. All right. Make sure it's updating here. All right, cool. All right, so here's the thing. Imagine being squished by two sumo wrestlers. This is why the storm's not moving, all right? So we're going to go ahead and run this from today at 11 o'clock, and then I'm going to refresh the page in about 10 minutes. We should have an update from the Hurricane Center. But this is Dorian right here. Boop, boop, boop. All right? And then we're going to get into your all cities. But first I want to go ahead and run it. Perfect. All right, so bear with me, guys. We want to go ahead and run this. This is starting today, and we're going to go ahead and this is a European model. Let me, oops. Where's my pen at? Let me highlight that real quick. Oh, all right. Still experimenting, but here's the European model. There's the high pressure system, and this one over here. That's why it's riding up the coast. It's like a bubble, guys. And I'm going to show you a current model, like an actual ocean current. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and stop it here because I want to get to the Carolinas specifically a little bit later. All right, and then we got the American model. I'm going to go ahead and back this back up to right there. So the models are pretty consistent, though. This pressure system right here, just a moment. Get out my pen right here. Boop, boop, boop. And this. See how it's squishing, like right here? So we have, this is why the storm is riding up the coast. I'll be the first one to admit I did think that they were kind of playing around with us, but I don't think so anymore. Now the question is going to remain though, who's going to get hit? All right, so let's go ahead and refresh. See if we have an update. Let's go over here and refresh. Oh, that's the wrong storm. There we go. Okay, I clicked on the right storm, but anyway. Let's refresh. Now here's where you're going to see a lot of stuff on the internet about people saying that it's coming to Florida, it's going to tear up Florida. I'm going to go ahead and put this at 96 hours out. All right, that's roughly 4 days. We're going to play this model. This is a radar, so there's really no other options, okay? And what we want to do real quickly, though, is this is as best as I can get zoomed in, but we're going to go ahead and approximate Orlando, Daytona, Jacksonville, again, approximate Tampa, St. Pete. All right, so these red marks here, as you can see, because as soon as I hit close, it goes away. But what I want to look at this right here, the rain and the precipitation, and again, this is about 4 days, but the storm is going to get a little bit bigger. Look at this storm up here. But will it intensify? I don't think so. And this is 2nd September, 3rd, and the 3rd, through the 3rd. All right. What's this one? I don't want that one. I don't want that one. Okay, there's another one. Let's put this at 200 frames. This is a little bit easier to see, all right? But then there's this system here trying to build, but it's not going to. It's really not going to. All right, so it is going to definitely go up the coast. It is definitely going to do what they say it's going to do. Now, let's let's get into the cities. I know we had a person. Let me go ahead and bump this up to, we'll say 2,500 feet. This is where it is currently. Oh yeah, I forgot we did this whole thing of changing the computer. Yay! How the hell do I change that? We want to change that back to miles an hour. Settings. Wind, miles per hour. Yep. Feet, correct. Animation of wind, high. No, that's fine. Okay, perfect. All right. So this is where it's at right now, and we are currently at 2,500 feet. Now, what I want to show you guys a little bit, being a little bit serious, if we go up to 3,000 feet, see the difference in the wind? We go up to 5,000 feet. See the difference in the wind? Let's do 10,000 feet. It's changing, 91 mile an hour at 10,000 feet. When we go down to the surface, 68 miles an hour. Okay? So it's a very catty-wonky storm, if you will. Okay, there we go. Okay, what's the problem here? All right, 2,000 feet is adequate. All right, so let's go ahead and focus on Orlando because that's the first city that we're, well, my fault. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and do the Space Coast. All right, can you see the mile per hour linkage? All right, Space Coast, bam. There we go. Now, I also want to keep in mind, though, guys, storm surge. Storm surge is extremely dangerous, and what we have here is wind, current, and things like this pushing waves. All right, lots of waves. And we're going to get to that here in just a minute as soon as I run this. But the storm surge comes counterclockwise. So you have all this stuff going on, but the first thing we want to go ahead and do is run the wind model for the Cape Canaveral area. Now watch this right here. And this is at 2,000 feet. That's adequate. Look at this nice area right here. And we are currently Wednesday, 2 a.m. You just dodged a bullet, honestly. Now let's go ahead and back it up to 7 p.m. What the hell is today? Oh, 10 p.m. today. So let's go ahead and do the waves. Now, keep in mind, like I said, we're right here. I'm just choosing something at random, all right? This is your storm surge. "20 feet as of Wednesday around midnight. I trust Windy, guys, and I'm telling you, I've been accurate before. Not necessarily nail on the head, but I've been accurate before. Many times. Let's go ahead. So I know there's a couple people in the Miami area, but I want to go ahead and focus on Port St. Lucie because that seems to be kind of the dead on, right? of, and this is Monday 10 p.m., 18 feet swells. So that was like an hour and 20 minutes ago. Let's go ahead and run this again. There's Dorian. Currently Tuesday 11 a.m., 20 feet. Tuesday 3, 4, 5, 7 p.m. And Ghost Cab, I ain't forgot about you, but as of about Wednesday 9, 10 a.m., that danger is gone. But as you can see, now we're looking at Daytona. Wednesday 1 p.m. Let's back it up because looks like we might have been, yeah. So here's why there's a whole bunch of warnings. Okay, here's why there's a whole bunch of warnings. It's not because of the hurricane, which the dangerous part of it. Let me clear that. Oops. I choose a different color because I like color. The dangerous part of the hurricane, wind-wise, is right there. Right? Let's see if I can be an artist. There we go. There's my wind. Right? That's the dangerous part of the hurricane. This, I'm going to call this, oh, shit. I forgot. It's been a while since I used this. All right. This is how I explain to people. The 12 o'clock hour, the 3 o'clock hour, the 6 o'clock hour. Picture this like a clock, a 9 o'clock hour. Okay? The majority of the winds that are going to cause you a problem are right there. And depending upon the, right, it looks like a, so slow, gonna be Wednesday, Thursday before it's up here by me. Yeah, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. So the majority of the time, the hurricane winds are the best. Pick another color. I'm sorry, the strongest right here. But sometimes, like in the case with Irma, what color we want? Let's do something bright. Yeah, that'll work. Irma was strong on this side, but it was also strong on this side. And we have to pick another color just because I like to be animated. On this side, all was A-OK. I really cannot draw with my mouse. All right, so anyway, enough of that. So this is currently Tuesday, 7 p.m. We're looking at 14, 15 feet storm surge. And that's why we have a lot of these warnings here on the coastline. Now, the majority of people are really concerned about where, like, Disney's closing tomorrow at 2 p.m. So let's go ahead and back that up. If we can actually locate Disney. There's Orlando, there's Kissimmee. Where the hell's I-4? Right there. We'll call it there. So they're closing tomorrow at 2 p.m. And there might be a reason why. We don't know, but we're going to get to the rain and thunder. Bear with me, guys. I'm just kind of rambling, but it doesn't look like there's a reason why, but again, it could be a liability issue. You know, this is Disney, you know, 22 mile an hour winds, and that's at the surface. Now let's back this up to 1 p.m. and raise that to 2,500 feet. That'll work. All right, see? We raised the surface winds to 2,500 feet, and now we're at almost tropical storm winds. See, 42, 44, 46, 50, 54, 57. That's Wednesday through 2 a.m., 5 a.m., 7 a.m. The highest I saw was about 57 mile an hour. Okay, and that's through, is this thing still playing? There we go. This is Wednesday, 7 a.m. All right, let me get my handy dandy pen out because it's a new toy. I like to play with that. Okay. So we're looking at this area right here. This is Wednesday. I'm just going to do a W because I'm not very artistic. 7 a.m. Right? 50 miles an hour wind. Now that's at 2,500 feet. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and clear this and close it, and we're going to bring it back down to the surface winds. The surface winds is what you're going to feel standing on the ground. But it's also, picture it like a funnel, right? If you dump a gallon of water into a funnel, you have a lot of liquid. Picture that liquid as wind trying to run into one little small hole to filter it, right? Well, that's where, you're going to get a lot of different breeze directions. Trees are going to, sway, things like that. So we're at surface winds Wednesday, 7 a.m. Damn, this thing does not want to grab. All right, so we are now 330 feet in the air. 330 feet in the air, that's approximately 33 stories. So, skyscraper, 37 mile an hour. 1,000 feet, 40 miles. 2,500 feet, 50 miles an hour. 3,000 feet, 52 miles an hour. 6,400 feet, 48 miles an hour. So there's a huge difference. But if we go ahead and place our marker here, there's 105 miles an hour right there off the coast of Palm Coast. Now over here, you got 116 miles an hour. Remember I was telling y'all the strongest part of the winds is on this side of the hurricane. But the strongest part of the storm surges, there's 35 feet, 30 feet, 28 feet, 24 feet, 19 feet, 19, see there's 21 feet. So it's all kind of the same. Now, but the strongest part of, and it depends on the current. Now I want to go back to this particular issue here real quick. The current, this is your ocean current, right? So where's that at? There we go. See this current here? This is your ocean current. So you have a lot of wind and force of water running this way. Let me go ahead and get my pen out, my handy dandy pen. This is also your driving force for a hurricane. This determines how water, energy, and everything else moves. Okay, so, and unfortunately we don't have really a lot of ability to find Dorian, but you also have this high pressure system right here, keeping the current, change color, keeping the current close to the coast. This pressure system right here. Everything's just kind of hugging the east side of Florida. Now what we were hoping, or actually what we were hoping for, and what actually happened is what happened. Now this is, let's go back to midnight, that'll work. And we got the pressure system here. That's not working. Bear with me, guys. My apologies. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess that'll work. Right? Okay. This is what's keeping Dorian right here. This pressure system right here. This. I cannot draw with this mouse. All right. So change this and let's do this in different colors. So all this here, and all that here, all this. So it's keeping Dorian right there. Okay? So what I was going to indicate yesterday, which I'm kind of glad I didn't, but we're running this Tuesday 7 a.m. The pressure system is still there. It's not going nowhere. And now we have a little bit of a breakup here. So that's what's doing this. So it's a picture like I said, a bubble. It's kind of bouncing. It's pushing. You also have this right here. So it can't go, change color. It can't go this way. And it can't go this way. Because of this, this, and this. Got it? You had to move your private jet out? All right. So look. Let's continue. Noon, 1, 3, 7, 9. Now this is not winds or anything like this. This is all pressure. This is pressure. Very consistent. All right. What do we got here? We did the waves, high clouds, rain, and can be okay. So let's get busy and let's find out. Wait a minute. Let me go ahead and refresh. See if we got any news. Right. So it's what's trapping it. You have this here, and this here. So it can't go nowhere. And I might also add real quickly that that's like your muscle, right? So if you watch this particular area right here, and then this particular area right here, watch how they change and they expand and they decrease. And this is kind of like what I was saying with your sumo wrestlers, right? It's keeping the storm where it wants it to go, right? So watch. Oh, close. Notice this. Notice this. That's why it's able to make that turn. And we're going to get into now, this is Wednesday, 4 a.m. So now what I want to do is go ahead and start focusing on the Carolinas. I know there's one person, I won't mention by name unless he chooses to, Litchfield Beach. Okay. This is Wednesday, 4 a.m. Here we also have some waves. Currently, you're approximately about 6 feet with the waves. Okay, let's go ahead and run the wind with the European model because that's the one I trust the most. Wednesday, 4 a.m. This flag right here, this is you. Keep an eye on. Go ahead and make that a little bit bigger. I forgot. Okay, there we go. This is you. So here we go, Wednesday, 4 a.m. Again, we're on surface, so that's what you're going to feel on the ground. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and bump this up. 3,000 feet. Wednesday, 8 p.m. Thursday, 3 a.m. 5 a.m. 9 a.m. Thursday, 1 p.m. Again, this is 3,000 feet. 3,000 feet. 82 mile an hour. Let's bring this down to the surface. 42 mile an hour. Back up. Never mind Alex. He's a clown. I like Alex. He's all right. See? 91 mile an hour. Thursday, 7 p.m. Litchfield Beach. I'm going to go ahead and say you got to get the hell out of there. Here's where the storm surge in Litchfield Beach, Thursday, 7 p.m. This is where it could get difficult. I shouldn't say difficult, but compromising. Because you kind of got like, I don't want to say this. You got a lot of force here. Doing this. Nice tight force. Which, as you know, if anybody knows with beaches, that force can extend a lot. And it can do a lot of different turns. And that's why they talk about rip tides and things like that. All right, so close that. 9 feet. 14 feet. This is, again, Thursday, 7 p.m. 17 feet. If we go out here, you got 42 feet. Thursday, 7 p.m. 42 feet of storm surge. Will that get to the shore? Of course not. But what we often focus on with storm surge is like this. But having this, that's a lot of energy. That's a lot of energy that has to go somewhere. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the 7 p.m. Let's go ahead and go to 2 a.m. Okay. Now remember, this exact flag that I just laid was 42 feet, but now it's 26 feet. Okay? But what we have here, 10 feet. That was not as high then. Friday, 2 a.m. 6 feet. 9 feet. Oh. 14 feet. But we also notice, look, the energy is going this way because, let's get back. This pressure system right here. Okay? How accurate would I say this is? I'm not going to go on record and say that, but I'm going to say it's pretty accurate. With Florence, when I was doing the videos for Sip It on Fire, they were pretty accurate. I indicated a lot of heavy flooding for where she was at, and her husband was in a raft playing around in the flooding outside of her front yard. So I would say it's something to go on. Keep in mind that already people are evacuating. Okay? I mean, not necessarily this whole area, but this coastline. They're evacuating already. They know. They know. They know that something's going to happen. This is Friday, 2 a.m. Okay? Now, here's where we're going to get crazy, because right here, that's what's going to take Dorian out. Right there. But this is what I was saying. Any little loophole, any little thing could have caused Dorian to do this, or this, you know, or this, or this. We don't know. Any little loophole. This here. This is your loophole. It's like a toilet. Okay, Orlando. Well, let's go back to where we are. We'll start it. Back to the wind. Go a little bit above it. Well, that ain't gonna work. Oh, you said Claremont. That'll work. There we go. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so this is approximately you. It says south, but this is approximately you as of right now. About 12 miles an hour. Not a big issue, right? Let's go ahead and play it forward. And Tuesday, 6 a.m. Tuesday, noon. Tuesday, 6 p.m. Tuesday, midnight. 6 a.m. Noon. 6 p.m. Not a lot, but that was surface. I want to back it up one more time to my favorite. There we go. Small to little wind, right? Volusia County, specifically the coast. Okay, hold on. I'm going to get to you. So this is 3,000 feet. Not necessarily something you'll feel, but would have a lot to do with the kind of winds you could get. We're Tuesday, I'm sorry, Wednesday, 6 a.m. Wednesday, 6 p.m. So I'm going to retract what I had told you earlier with Category 1 strength. Um, I think what's going to happen is for you, at least tropical storm. Let's do your rain. Not going to get a lot of rain. Okay, so we're looking for Volusia County. Oops, I can't type. Okay. So you're looking at about Daytona. Let's go ahead and go back to the wind. I'm keeping this at 3,000 feet. Started 3 hours ago. Again, this is 3,000 feet. That's not what you're going to feel on the ground. But 3,000 feet is a good estimate because you want to definitely have, because it's all pushing downward. So, and this is where a lot of the strength happens with hurricanes. And we're looking, let's back this up a little bit. Wednesday, 9 a.m. at 3,000 feet, 74 mile an hour. Now, here's your wind gusts, which, 52 mile. So Wednesday, 9 a.m., about 52 mile an hour. Now, where are we at with the waves? That's really, really important. 18 feet. 18 feet. Wednesday, 9 a.m. Let's go up here to Daytona, just a little bit north of it. 17 feet. Okay. Oh, cool. Waves, wave watch. So, swell 13 feet, Wednesday, 9 a.m. Let's see, does this play? No, it doesn't. Okay. And wind. Let's go ahead and add that in there too. And you got a lot of pressure problems here. A lot of pressure problems. DFS. That's this one here. Rain. Pressure. Okay. I want to show you something here. Hana. Barometric pressure. Let's go here. So we're basically looking at 6 a.m. Tuesday to approximately 6 a.m. Thursday. Take that down a little bit. Notice these pressure changes here. Look. So if I had to compare this to like a speedometer or anything like that, I mean, it's like going from 50 to 30, right? So you got a lot of pressure changes, and this is where we're getting a lot of the clouds and the rain, and this is where we get, it dips up. But notice we have 29.75 right here and 29.33. This Here's what I'm going to tell you. This could really increase your risk of tornadoes right here at this point, between 3 and 6 a.m. or water spouts, depending upon, you know, where you're at. What's this? A lot of these new toys I haven't found yet, so bear with me, guys. Okay, whatever. Wind. I like this because what we now have, and this is in miles per hour, what we now have is surface winds, not what you're going to feel up there. You're hungry, well, eat. But surface winds. These various models, the American model, your gravy pizza. Alex is a clown. I like Alex. American model, European model, Mateo Blue, and Nom. Okay. The surface winds don't look terrible. But, like I said, the pressure part of it, yeah, we're looking at a lot of a change in pressure. All right, so what else we got? Wednesday. Let's get going here. All right, so 3 p.m. Okay. Thursday, 8 a.m. All right, so see this? That means you're out the way. You're good. So Thursday, 8 a.m. Thursday, 8 a.m. If you're good, nothing's happened, you're golden. Now we got to get into, I guess I'll do Alex because he's been pestering me. Oh, I know there will be. I know there will be. And the only reason I'm showing Chicago is because here's what really can happen. Major hurricanes. I ain't buying your ass dinner. You're getting a tuna fish sandwich and a fucking in wax paper. That's what your ass is getting. All right, now seriously though. Okay. Oh, cool. Hey. All right. So listen now, seriously. Major hurricanes can cause a lot of problems for everyone. See all the lightning strike things, but this is currently, okay? So there's really not a lot I can do about future or anything like that at this particular point. But you see, it can cause a lot of problems for everybody. So let's go ahead and back us up to, well, why not? This is wind. You're welcome. So Thursday, 8 a.m., you should be out of the clear, but we're going to go ahead and keep up with the updates. Alex, I'm gonna show you this right here. High pressure, low pressure, high, high, and low. So it is neat, isn't it? So here we have all this here, and a lot of what's keeping the rain from you is going to be, not saying you're not going to get no rain, but this and this. Now let's play it out. And I'm glad he brought up Chicago because, you know, a lot of cities outside of, you know, the coastal areas here that are affected by Dorian can see severe weather. So yeah, you're not going to get shit. Let's look at rain. And back it up to the next 10 days. Maybe an inch and a half. Maybe. All right. But, Alex. Oh, you're a tree. You're an idiot. That changes everything. Not really. You're all right. All right, but you did ask me for Chicago. You can't deny that. But anyway, a lot of also keep in mind here. Look, we're gonna go ahead and run this Thursday 9 p.m. midnight, Friday 3 a.m. Friday 10 a.m. Friday 3 p.m. Friday 9 p.m. See? This could cause a lot of problems here for New England in terms of, you know, rain and wind and things like that. So, you know, no big deal. But let's see if we can spy on I don't know if we're going to be able to because I think the camera's out, but let's look. Yeah, camera's out. All right, let's refresh, see if we're getting any updates on the see, nearly stationary Dorian moving dangerously close to the Florida coast. Well, you're until Wednesday? Okay. Let's see what they've done here. Of course they haven't changed crap. What's this going on here? Let's refresh this. I really wish I could move this in. Nope, that's as big as it's gonna get. I want you to really look at the screen and look at the eye. It's just kind of doing a weeble and wobble. It's trying, it's trying, it's trying. But this is getting in the way right here. Close that. What's this? No, that's not gonna work. I want the real ugly one. There we go. Now see this is showing a whole lot of rain. Let's see what we got here. It's still saying the same, but all right, let's do watches and warnings. All right, so the pink Here, I can get this out. The pink is a hurricane watch. The red is a hurricane warning. So currently, all the way north of Jacksonville from just north of Miami, you're under hurricane warning. That means a hurricane has been spotted and it's imminent to hit your area. Okay? Tropical storm, Polk counties, and whoever this is over here, ain't sure, but then we have a tropical storm warning. This is including your central up to just south of Jacksonville. Tropical storm warning. Okay, this is including you, Steve-O. And who else? Okay, and a tropical storm. I'm sorry, what was that? Oh, and Miami-Dade area. There we go. And this, I think, is Brevard. I'm not sure. Okay. Tropical storm watch for just east of Tampa Bay through Polk County. Hurricane watch. Nobody. Hurricane warning. Right here. Lots of area to cover. And that's because they don't know where the hell this thing's going to go. Okay? So, again, if you are in the this particular area here, that's a lot of counties. But we'll just call this Orlando area through south of Jacksonville. If you are in that area, you are under a tropical storm warning. Okay? That's wind speeds of 39 miles an hour to, because you know how I am. I like to keep it real. 39 to 73. Okay? 39 to 73 miles an hour. Yeah? I like to try to be accurate. I'm not always accurate. I don't claim to be a know-it-all. She's still a Category 4. All right? Here we go here. If you're anywhere in this green box right here, whoops, clear this again, try this again. In this green box, notice they do this all the way out to the ocean. All right. Anywhere in this green box, you are under a hurricane warning. And that is, I believe, 74 miles an hour to 157 plus, because we don't know what it is, right? What did Alex say? All right, so basically, we can look for at least 74 mile an hour winds, right? Tropical storm watch means let's just do this. I went outside the line. Alex, you make me laugh. This means you could see winds 39 to 73, but we don't know yet. It's just saying watch out, right? And that is it. Otherwise, folks, yellow, you are under a tropical storm warning. Red, you are under a hurricane warning. The rest of you, sit down and shut up. That's how that works, right? All right. What else we got? What else we got? What else we got? What can we play with? That's not the one I wanted, though. Is it this one? Nope. Bear with me. I want to find the one that's got the black eye, because I want to demonstrate something to you. And then, no, it's not going to be that one. Jeez. Alex, You keep me laughing. Oh, is it this one? It's got to be one of these. The one that looks like a damn demon. Anyway. Part of what is, let's go back to, all right, I guess this will work. I really can't get, yeah, this is as big as it can get. Ooh, maybe it's this one. Sorry, guys, I'm working. Nope, localized. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's what I wanted. All right. New toys I find when I'm sitting here and I don't have any Amazon. This is why I've got to have Amazon, because otherwise I sit here and find a whole bunch of stuff to look at. All right. So what I wanted to also show you, and a good reason why we've got some slowdown and we have some strengthening and de-strengthening and things like this. Ain't no way to pause her? Yeah, I guess so. Hang on. Okay, cool. All right. And then I'll let you go because I know some of you have to work tomorrow. Some of you, like Alex, you know, they have to go out to the street corner and, you know, collect their daily food. You know, because Alex is that way. But I wanted to show you this really, really quickly. Because a lot of people, they don't get this stuff from the news channel because they don't care. It looks like my toilet after Taco Bell, too. I'm not kidding you. All right. So I'm going to try to draw this as best I can. We want to pick another color because that's important. Not green though. All right, so no, let's not do that one either because that's too close to. Come on, guys, help me out. What color? Let's do this one. All right. All right. Back to the reality. Let's just make a graph here. Cool, right? Right? I'll show you what's going on. The colors may not be accurate, but, you know, you'll get over it. All right. We're starting from the top. We're moving to the bottom, or into the center. Stay home. I know that's right. All right. So, this is not the same color, but okay, so we got the pink, we got the orange, I know, whatever. Fuck off. And then we have the yellow. So what we have here, this is a new wall. All right, the middle one, the orange one, this is where the new wall is trying to, I'm using abbreviations here, move in to the old wall, which is the yellow. This is the old wall. Okay, Alex likes dirty talk. So what we have here is a classic example of what's called an eye wall replacement. And this is what weakens a storm. Why do we have to talk about a wall when I'm there? Alex, Alex, Alex. Do you need to go sit on the toilet for Taco Bell? Maybe, you know. It's what we call an eye wall replacement. And this is when the storm weakens just a little bit. Because I guess, you know me, I like to keep things simple. It kicks out the old and brings in the new. So basically the pressure changes. Picture a funnel, a big funnel, maybe the size of a gigantic mixing bowl, right? And you got the point at the bottom. and you turn on the hose, and only so much water can go into that bowl before it overflows, right? I actually like Alex's humor because, when we're talking about something serious here, he's trying to make people laugh. So, cut him a break. And what we have here is the overflow of that gigantic funnel. So an eye wall replacement means just that. This yellow line that I have, damn. Let me color this bitch in here. All right, let's see. We're going to color her in because that's confusing people with the color. All right, so the eye wall, which is the yellow, that's the eye wall right now. The orange one is where the pressure is getting so great. Like, again, picture a gigantic funnel where a whole bunch of water is going in and it fills out. The pressure is getting so great that the orange line is what's moving in from the pink line. And we just lost it. All right, so that might mean we have an update. Let's look at that real quick. Let's see if we have to give it plenty of time. Oh, I want to talk about this before I let y'all go. All right. Issuing advisories. Let's look at this real quick. What's our newest advisory, please? Right. All right. Stream power for Hurricane Dorian is still stationary and contingency. Yeah, we know that. Changes with the advisory. Storm surge warning has been extended forward from Altamaha Sound, Georgia to Savannah River. Storm surge warning is in effect from Latana, Florida to Savannah River. Storm surge watch is in effect from north of Deerfield Beach, Florida to south of Latana, Florida, Savannah River to South Santee River, South Carolina. Did I just not say that, guys? Did I just not point out Litchfield Beach with them high-ass waves? And here they come out with this. Beat you to the point, bitches. All right. A hurricane warning is in effect from Grand Bahama and the Abacos Island, to Jupiter Inlet, Florida, to Puente Verde Beach, Florida. I don't know where that's at. But if you're in these areas, you're under hurricane warning. Hurricane watch is in effect from north of Deerfield Beach to Jupiter Inlet, Florida, and north of Puente Verde Beach to South Santee River, South Carolina. You are under a hurricane watch. That's a long way. Okay? A tropical storm watch is in effect from north of Golden Beach, Florida to Deerfield Beach, Florida, and Lake Okeechobee. Well, I think you're... All right, cool. So that's pretty much it as far as the new update goes from the National Hurricane Center, as far as like the watches and stuff. And what else we got? That's it. That's the same thing. I don't know why they do. I ain't mad at you, Alex. I ain't mad at you. All right. What else we got? Yeah, same thing as what they're saying. Same thing as, Now, I do want to point out before we go that this could be, right here, this could be where the eye is at. They're not saying, like this black line here, they're not saying that's where it's going to go. They're saying that the majority of the models agree to that this is where it's going to go. But what we have here is what we call a forecast cone of error. So the eye could shift either way. Same here. It could go either way. So We don't know. Okay? So that's all I got for you at the moment. If I missed anybody, I apologize. Oh, Plant City, we're going to go ahead and call that under, if Kyle's still watching, we're going to go ahead and call that under the Tampa Bay area. I really don't think there's going to be a whole lot of concern with Plant City, honestly. So we're going to go ahead and call that there as far as that goes. And I'm not pushing you off, Kyle. I'm just saying, you know, because Plant City is so close to Tampa, I think we're going to be okay. I did want to look at, okay, we're good there. But I did want to show you. Here we go. There's a 60% chance of a cyclone formation in the next 48 hours in the Gulf of Mexico, which, from what I read, will be going this way. Okay? And there's a 30% chance, from what I read on this one, which will be doing this. And again, it's too early to tell, right? This one's an 80% chance. No worries, man. Your safety is my concern. Honestly, everybody's safety. 80% chance of cyclone formation in the next 48 hours. This is exactly where Irma started, right here. Right here. And she was already a Category 2 at this point. Now, it's saying it's going to do this, but it could do this. It could do this, like Jose did. It could do that. I mean, at this point, it's too early to tell. But this is going to be, I pointed this one out when I did my live about a week and a half maybe ago, that this was going to be a Category 2 right off the coast of Africa. So this is the one I really, really want to watch, is right here. We dodged a bullet with this bitch here. We really did. But I want to watch this one. I really do. Because this is going to be... And I think, honestly, at this point, after this one, we're probably going to be okay for the season. I can't guarantee that. Because the sea temperatures are really up and down at this point. So it's hard to tell. But I think... So, like, we had Irma, and then we had Jose, which kind of did one of these numbers. And then we had Maria, which, if I remember correctly, did something like this. Well, there's Puerto Rico, but it hit Puerto Rico. And then, I don't remember what happened after that. But we had 3 back-to-back major hurricanes after Irma. Or 2, rather. So, Irma, Jose, and Maria. So, this is the time to really be looking. This is the time to really be watching. This one here I'm really concerned about. Because all the indications, all the environmental conditions are there. I really want to watch that one. This one I'm not really worried about. It's in a position with the jet stream. I honestly think it's going to go that way, but I will continue to watch it. This one should go this way. A lot of mountains there, so no problem. But that's the one I want to watch right there. All right, so if you want to get some notifications on the hurricanes and updates on the hurricanes, there's a Hurricane Watcher app that you can get for Android. I think it's out of Jacksonville. I have found a great deal of trust on that one, and I do appreciate y'all sticking with me. I hope I was helpful. Does this? No, it doesn't. Yeah, there's a hurricane out here in the Eastern Pacific. I'm not sure where it's going. I really don't care. We only concerned about the Atlantic. Okay. So, yeah, that's where I want to go. We got this one here, this one here, 80%, 30%, 60%. So, I'd like to say hey again, thank you, but, okay, what do we got here? A few hundred miles, limited showers and thunderstorms, tropical dust, Wow. All right. So that's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.